Trick, please.
I know y'all probably heard this story, but it's gonna always center me in regards to this podcast, man. That we started arguing on Facebook, turned into real conversations, that turned into a podcast on Facebook. But don't pretend like we didn't create a culture over here, whether it was rooted in Africa or not, whether it's
monkey see, a monkey do. Trick, please. Trick, please. Why you trying to do everything that I do? Monkey. I'll show you how to flip it in the cheese. Trick, freeze.
Trick, please.
Might be the dumbest man in America. I've never seen anything like this.
correct.
Who implicates themselves in a book? What's the
same thing? She can actually talk about different things.
The fact that he said he was better than Q, and like.
Decide on whether or not you're gonna have kids. You probably just
We don't want kids.
make her. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so when I could not have a relationship with my biological father, God brought other men in my life to follow. And
I am racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world.
Remember me? Take a picture. Let's do like, come on, man.
Because there's so much about this moment that is trying to make people feel like they've lost their minds. When in fact, these
Yeah. Y'all hear me out there? Ah! Yeah. Hey yo, microphone check 1 2 1 2. It's third degree coming with that DY3 crew. And I see you, giving you a sneak preview. If you need to, go ahead and just share. Make sure you go and compare your notes. Cause right now you see somebody fading away like ghosts. Oh my gosh, this is me, you applaud. Like I said, yeah, I stay up on my job. And it's really not that hard, you better know. That third degree got it with the DY3 show. Dr. 3 said yes in recent news. Like I said, we don't really just F with them dudes that be trying to confuse you with the fake views. Oh my God, you know they can never walk a mile in my shoes. We give them the blues like muddy waters, and we come through and we backhand them daughters. No, I mean we just go collecting quarters. And if you don't know, yes, you really just order. Take a back seat as I give you a lesson. Right now you see that there's no second guessing who's really that dude that you're testing. Right now you better just step up and test the goals, because I'm about to let it go one show at a time. Like I said, right now I'm about to blow your mind while you nickel and dime collect your 15 cents, because right now you need to go and pay your rent. It's evident, yes, I'm really not bent, but you can go ahead and just see that we're never spent. You can go and just turn the pages. Like now you see that I'm really courageous. And I don't give a damn who don't like me. They're watching me live so they can report it right back to their boss. And I give a F about the fake friends we lost it right now. You see, we about to go across them to the back. We don't cut on the slack. Then you about to see right now, we really don't react. We trying to take credit for things that they don't try to claim, but they stick in the brain. But they better kiss the rain. But give me a minute, it's hard to explain. I'm on new terrain, that means it's new. That's 3rd degree, so we about to give you one more time to blow your mind. Like I said, we about to go ahead and start it one time. What's good, y'all? We're back in the building. We are back. Welcome back to Drop It, Please Think. I'm your boy 3rd Degree. We got Bizz, we got Method X, and we about to go ahead and flex with a little bit of ratchet news. What's good, y'all? It's your boy 3rd Degree. We're back with more ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still got to speak on it. So let's go. Kicking it off, Barack Obama's Presidential Center opens on Juneteenth. That's right. Same day me and Jess gonna tie the knot. You know what I'm saying? We in the same mind frame, bro. I get it. You know, I get it. Salute. All right, moving on. Well, if you remember, I was having a fit on the show about Max Crosby being traded to the Baltimore Ravens, but it looks like the Baltimore Ravens had to change their heart and send them back to the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what was going on. Maybe they seen that maybe the Raiders are about to get Hickerson or whatever that dude's name is, and said, nah, we'll give you back your old machine. We'll take the new one. You know what I'm saying? But what a bunch of cowards. But I'm glad to see Max back in the Raider jersey. Hopefully he stays Raider like he says he does, want to. But who knows? Moving on. Hey, I think this is going to be a topic. New study shows that men ages 25 to 35 who feel like time is running out report some of the highest stress levels. This will be a great topic. You know what I'm saying? So we'll run it back. Moving on. Compton woman arrested at Miami airport with 36 pounds of weed in her luggage while heading to London, where marijuana is 2 to 3 times more expensive. She was dreaming about getting paid, but she didn't understand about customs. Crazy. Moving on. Jesse Jackson Jr. said, "Don't bring your politics to my father's services." Moving on. It's been reported that a prison guard Googled Jeffrey Epstein minutes before his body was found, made mysterious deposit before unaliving or self-unaliving. That's really suspicious right there. All right, moving on. It's been reported that a crazy woman was taken into custody after allegedly firing shots into Rihanna's home while she was inside. You know, I can only imagine with her kids and how scary that is, man, and how unsafe it is, or how unsafe she may feel being in LA. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully that woman gets thrown underneath the bus, you know what I'm saying? Or underneath the jail, I should say. But hey, moving on. Houston influencer Brandon Sims and his whole family sentenced to prison after pleading guilty to operating a $12 million Medicaid fraud scheme. Dummies. Moving on. March 9th was the anniversary of the passing of the Notorious Big. R.I.P. Yep, moving on. Woman goes viral after smiling with ex post-divorce and giving him full custody. Quote, "He's a single mom now," end quote. I guess she just wants to live her best life and just be an Instagram thought. But hey, what do we know? Moving on. Well, maybe the kid is better off. Now we can move on. A man confronts women wearing bonnets at a hotel breakfast. Quote, "Y'all should be ashamed," end quote. This has caused a lot of stir or a lot of comments on my page that when we talked about this. So this will be maybe a good topic we bring up later, or we may talk about it after post ratchet news. But, you know, should people mind their own business, or should women take more decorum with how they dress? You know, I wear my wave cap at the hotel breakfasts. I don't really give a fuck. But hey, that's just me. Moving on. Kelly Price is saying, "I was the only artist judge on Sunday Best that wasn't effing someone else's spouse, fornicating, or messing with kids and boys." Who is she talking about? Well, moving on. Angela Stanton King says she's tired of federal government cracking down on nonviolent offenders while powerful, corrupt people walk free. Go ahead, sister. Moving on. T.I. says women in Atlanta are very difficult to deal with. Quote, "I met a girl today and she's already asked me to pay her bills," end quote. No, he's very true. That's happened to me even as a Z-list celebrity. But Tip, ain't you married, bruh? Ain't you beefing with 50 over your wife? But
You on different levels than I am, so I don't know. Let me go back to minding my business. Moving on. Democratic governor vetoes Charlie Kirk memorial license plate in Arizona. Salute, Queen. Salute. Moving on. Snoop Dogg honors Tupac Shakur with 2 of America's most wanted wine. And you know what? What a way to celebrate. Speaking of Pac, KVD's lawyer withdraws from Tupac unaliving case. Man, I guess he's trying to say that there's something wrong with the retainer. But I do know that him and RJ, you know, the guy who I know from Tupac Cover Up, kind of got into it, or he screwed over RJ. So maybe RJ taketh away. He took his ball and went home. He didn't pay that retainer. KVD need to go ahead and just take a plea with his dumb ass. Anyway, moving on. Ed Martin, outspoken Justice Department lawyer, is formally accused of ethical violations. Good for him. Moving on. In a way to get back at being petty, Raiders trade Geno Smith back to the Jets. Man, the place where he started out his Ash career. Anyway, moving on. Megan Thee Stallion and Bia feud continues and heat up across social media. You know, what I think Meg using, you know, Cardi B disses and Bia using Nicki disses. I don't know, it's kind of crazy, but whatever. Moving on. New report reveals 70 suspected modern lynchings in Deep South. Man, this is crazy, man. This is what they wanted to make America great again, right? That's what they meant. Moving on. Adina Howard says entanglement with Brandy and Wanye Morris ended her career. Like, wow. Do we need a Lifetime movie for this? Man, I would like to know. I would like more details. All right, but moving on. Influencer ordered to pay $10 million for falsely accusing professor of unaliving, as she should have to pay. All right, moving on. Compton's own NWA, Death Row Aftermath. Dr. Dre's officially a billionaire. I mean, he was years ago, but now it's official, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dr. Dre, you know, a family friend, you know what I'm saying, of ours, you know what I mean? So I'm more than happy, more than elated, and this is well deserved. Moving on. They're saying men are ready to fly to Indonesia after seeing how women on this island welcome lonely tourists. I guess apparently there's more women than there is men, because a lot of the men go off to sea or just don't return. So any man that comes into that, they're flocking to them like flies to ish. Crazy. And look how they trapping them too. Look, you know what I'm saying? Look at it. Wow. All right, y'all, moving on. Yo, it's being reported that Janet Jackson is reportedly upset about after screening the new Michael movie, and Jermaine Jackson calls her out, says that she's insanely jealous. And she was calling out the makeup and all this and highly critical, but did not want to get involved. So this is going to be a topic maybe next week that we're going to talk on, because it's a hot thing. Like, why can't you just support, man? You know what I mean? But maybe she's entitled to feel how she wants to feel about it. But hey, because of this drama, I bought my IMAX ticket. I can't wait to see. Hopefully it's good, but we'll see. All right, moving on. Former Michigan football head coach Sharon Moore, officially charges are dropped after judge ruled that his mistress was not a victim of stalking after evidence was presented in court. He was set up and cops withheld evidence. That's because he was playing in that snow. You know what I'm saying, man? But sadly, his career's over now. Or is it? We'll talk about it later. Stephen A. Smith calls out Kamala Harris for "I told you so" remarks. If I see that lady speaking in our face one more time talking about "she told us so," it's pissing me off, end quote. I just take it you don't like black women, Stephen A. Smith. You don't like them at all. Because she's right. She told you so. And you dumbasses, especially you, wanted to vote for this orange Cheeto looking sucker. Hey, will you get what you get, man? All right, moving on. Dr. Jamal Bryant ends nationwide Target boycott. The pastor says the campaign reached its goal, but other organizers say they will continue to boycott. Bro, you don't represent us. You don't speak for me. You don't represent. Who elected this dude to be my representative of my black voice? I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, because it's being said that Target boycott ends with no DEI wins. What do you? Come on, man. He don't represent us and he don't speak for us. You know what I'm saying? All right, moving on. Dr. Umar Johnson starts a new movement called DAFA, Descendants of African Freedmen in America, to counter the ADOS and FBA movement. Like, why? Moving on. I mean, as if we need more confusion. Like, what's his beef? You know what I mean? What's his beef? I don't know. Can we all just get along? Moving on. Candy Burris and Todd Tucker reached a divorce settlement after months of courtroom drama. Good for them. Moving on. Kevin Hart gets honored with his own statue, solidifying and acknowledging his greatness. They don't look nothing like him. Moving on. Dwight Howard's retiring. Good for him. I think it was needed at this point. With all the antics and drama he got going, just call it a career. Moving on. A new photo of R. Kelly from prison surfaces. Man, it's sad, man. Sad. Moving on. Drake, this is Kendrick Lamar and Serena Williams and new leak song. Like, why you wait so long to do it, bro? Like, why now? All right, you're talking about, all in your feelings still. You really, it really defining the definition of light skin. All right, that's my 3 cents. Can't catch a break, Drake. Moving on. Ohio treasurer Hunter, who refused to tell authorities where he stashed $50 million in gold, released from prison. He said, I'm taking this with me wherever I go. I ain't mad at you. Moving on. Biggie Smalls' daughter opens up a steakhouse, a Caribbean-style steakhouse called Big Papa's, man. So that sounds dope. Can't wait to check it out. All right, moving on. Jilly from Philly about to get X-rated up in her show. She reveals that her 2026 tour will have a complete, strict no cell phone policy. So some wild things about to take place. I feel like I might need to get a ticket. All right, moving on. Yo, a man punches his girlfriend after he turns down his marriage proposal and end up in custody. Last but not least, Texas traffic stop turns tense as teen pleads while officer arrests his mother. We about to talk about this tonight. All right, that's all I got. Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree, and that's me. You're back.
We are back. What's good, fellas?
What's going on? How y'all?
Hey, yo.
What's good?
Is my mic good?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, because I'm getting like this size that's muted. I muted. So,
No, you're good.
Oh, cool.
I mute you guys during the freestyle because I don't need no or sit your ass down. Well, it'll throw me off and to make the freestyle sound whack. So I just mute the mics, Get your little badass scrumple. You know what I mean? Like
Those are real specific examples, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just going off shit that I've heard before.
Yeah, real specific. You know what I mean? I almost got offended. You know what I'm saying?
I was like, he ain't talking about me, man. Like,
Right. You know what I'm saying? It felt real targeted, didn't it?
Yeah. Hella targeted. Like, what?
Hey, man.
I didn't hear they'll sit your ass down.
Right. That sounded real like my residence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, man, what's up with Kelly Price, man? Why she do that to them folks? That was highly unnecessary. Now I got to go back and see who all was judges and shit on the show.
Right.
See who she talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because that's crazy work.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's hella
I need to look in more into that right there.
I think everybody's going to. You know what I'm saying? And that entanglement. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check that out too. You know what I'm saying? What was that about?
I didn't even know Brandy was with old boy from Boyz II Men. Like when I saw that, I didn't know that. I wasn't paying attention to her like that either, though.
Oh, Brandy was the business back in the day, man. Like I did have a thing for her though, but yeah, it was known. But as we got older, you didn't really think about it like the significant, like I guess there was like an age difference during that time. You know what I'm saying? And nobody was necessarily tripping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Cause I'm like looking, I'm like, yo, wasn't homeboy already in his 30s? And she was like,
nah, he was in his like 20s, but when she came out, she was like 15, 16.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why we didn't think she was growing up. We was growing up with her. You know what I'm saying? We was all damn near the same age.
Yeah, that's wild, man. That's
For
wild.
real. But man, how was y'all week, man? Y'all had a good week. You know what I'm saying? As good as can be. You know what I mean? I see you bought the queen a brand new vehicle. Hey, you get a brand new car.
Yeah, no, I picked her up a new Civic. So got everything done on it. Got the whole 5-year, 130,000 mile warranty. Made sure everything was good on that.
Hey,
so
man,
she's loving it.
Hondas are good cars, man. I don't know. People be sleeping on Hondas. Man.
No, the resale values on those Lexuses, Toyotas, Acuras, they hold their resale value. That's why I always go with them. But she wanted that blue. She deserved that car, so I got that for her.
Man,
So,
there you go, man.
it's gonna come back.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna cut this part out the episode so it's not seen at my house. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? Well, then what you deserve? We ain't got no money for them now.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up, though, man. That's a big deal, man. So congratulations to y'all. That's a beautiful thing.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man.
That's a beautiful thing. But outside that, what y'all got going on, man? What you got going on, Third?
Man, just trying to get through this weekend, man. It's gonna be rough on Monday, but trying to get through it.
That's her, your son. Where Jess at? She's still on parlaying?
No. She's probably doing her. She's in hair and makeup, doing her wardrobe. She gotta get right.
Try to bring some lumpia in when she comes. You know what I'm saying? I know she's gonna make it from scratch. You did.
I'll tear some lumpia up. I don't give a shit.
Man, that's a show for show. Lumpia and some pancetta, man. I'm in there. You did.
All day.
What else, man?
How was your week, man? How was your week, Wes?
Oh man, it was good, man. It ran good all the way until today. You know what I'm saying? I just walked in the house probably like 30 minutes before the show started. You know what I mean? From out there on the road, but it happens. I was doing good all week. I was getting home 5, 6 o'clock, man. You know what I'm saying? Today they waited to light me up. Like, oh, you like to get home on time? Okay, we got something for you.
Not tonight.
Not on Friday, no.
Yeah, Friday that's the worst day. I don't care during the week, but Friday, man, I be trying to skate. You know what I mean? Like, bruh, I be, hey, let me get up out of here. But it's all good, man. I had a good, decent week, man. The family good, the kids good. They was out of school today, so I had to come in and do inventory of my house as soon as I walked in. But outside of that, it was a good week, man.
Nice.
Y'all say anything else in that ratchet news?
Yeah, so what happened with do you know more of the story of what happened with that lawyer and why he backed out of the Tupac case?
Yes.
Yes. Hey, that sounded real devious. You know what I'm saying?
So RJ probably gonna watch. Yeah, like I told y'all, we family, America, we family, America. Yeah, me and him, we got into it because he was on the live one time and I lit him up. Like, you don't care about pot? How you working with his alleged on the live? Yeah. So I lit him up. So he called me. He's like, man, you chicken-ish for not picking up, blah, 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 and all this other crap. We got into it, man. So I don't mean to be public about our behind-the-scenes dealings, but I just said, man, it just doesn't make any logical sense. Anyway, I said it all to say, he gets on his live, and he's all, oh, man, the Davises, it's been noted that, Keefe D. Jr. and his wife can't pay their rent. That's why they got evicted from the apartment, this and that. But long story short, they were supposed to, RJ was supposed to be doing a documentary during this whole trial process, whatever. But then Keefe D wound up signing another deal. But he lied to RJ and said that he didn't. So RJ put out this statement saying like, no, it's not true. But then come to find out, RJ found out, no, it was very true. And then on this phone recording that he heard, because Keefe D's whole claim is trying to say, well, I lied, I made it all up for money, blah, blah, blah. The book is fake. I didn't write the book. But yet and still he's trying to sell this filmmaker over in the UK on his book that he one time said was factual. So that right there, especially if you have it in, can they record those phone calls, that torpedoes your case, So it's no secret. He may get mad at me for saying it. I believe that he was paying for Keefe D's attorneys because at first Keefe D had a public defender, and then then all of a sudden this Carl Arnold dude comes on at pro bono. But then he gets fired because RJ didn't like him and all this other stuff. So he gets fired, let go, whatever. Then he brings on these high-profile lawyers that are going to cost money. So I think, and while he in his feelings, RJ probably didn't pay a retainer to do something. So the lawyer went and asked to be excused from the case, saying that there was a problem with the retainer. Now, I'm just making up this story. I don't know if it's all factual. That's just what I believe what happened. But the thing that is factual is that the lawyer backed out of the case, reciting some issues with the with the retainer. And then basing off what RJ was going off on his live, and me knowing RJ, yeah, he just got mad and said, hey, I'm going to take my ball and go home. You know, so, but I said they're supposedly back cool again. You know, he stands by his statements, but if rappers can beef and forgive each other, then so can we. That type bullshit. Sheesh.
Damn.
Hey, it's a cold game out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
You can't really trust nobody who. Let me stop.
I mean, because I said, so you take his word, you trust him, and yeah, because I seen so you trust this dude, whatever. Yes, and then he got burned by him. I hate to be Kamala Harris and say I told you so, but you got what you reap. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're delaying the inevitable. He's gonna get locked up. If they got some type of evidence on him, because this is the grand jury, this is the state against him, they got some type of stuff. And the judge in the case has said that whatever evidence that they found was sufficient enough to move forward, and they can't toss it. That's what his high profile lawyers lost, that motion. Then yes, they got something on him. You might as well just take the plea to say, hey, I did it, like you've been saying, and just get a lesser sentence and just let it go. You know what I mean? Because if you let it go to trial, you get found guilty. Guess what, bruh? You 60-something, you ain't never coming home.
Yeah, man. I think even the plea deal, you probably never coming home, just being truthful. That's the way that worked out. At 60 years old, out of shape and health concerns. But, you know, let that be a lesson, man. You should never trust people who will say anything to get out of a jam. That's, I mean, street knowledge 101. You know what I'm saying? You kicking it with somebody and they'll lie to their mama face to get out of trouble. Probably shouldn't be kicking it with them or believe in nothing they tell you. So, yeah, I ain't got no money for nothing. Or signing no contracts, deals, or talking. We need everything in writing. I need all that on paper dealing with that type of individual. You know what I mean?
Well, he tried to do a backhanded deal, whatever. So I don't know what came of it, but still, you know, it's still profiting from this trial, you know what I'm saying? And profiting off of Tupac. But, you know, again, and for those that need a backstory, I mean, because he has some delusional folks. They're just like MAGA. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, I know RJ. You know, I've known him since 2006, 2005. I supplied him with music. I worked as a consultant of sorts as the Tupac fan. You know, hey, maybe you shouldn't do this, do that. Gave him advice. Oh, my knowledge of X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I've had music in his projects. Tupac cover up a few of them. You know, I literally got those type of credits. So I know this dude. So I know the end game of what he was trying to accomplish, but some of his theories, and I told him, like, man, that doesn't line up. Like, he tried to say that Lil Half Dead has something to do with Tupac because he was jealous because Tupac stole Brenda's Got a Baby. And I'm like, no, Tupac wrote that. What are you talking about? Came from the New York Times. Well, no. But then he goes on live TV and his theory gets debunked. But then Keefy D gets on all these platforms and talks all this ish. And you want to believe that he's telling you that I did it, and you saying, "Oh, well, no, Keefy, you didn't." So he used the Jedi mind trick on Keefy. And Keefy's like, "Oh, well, maybe I did it." You know, like, this is freaking dummy.
Hey, man. Hey, they deserve each other. What topics we got on deck for
all
today?
Right, yo, we got some good topics tonight. You know, we got all right, we got DNA. Should DNA be a requirement for child support? I brought that up as a little appetizer last week, and folks were like, absolutely. And surprisingly enough, I posted it on my feed today, and the ladies were like, majority of them, except for one, was like, absolutely. You know what I mean? So we're going to talk about that. Also, too, recent developments. We had a different topic, but something popped up. There was a traffic stop in Texas that involved a mom and her son. And, you know, was it excessive force? Was it a necessity? I don't know. We're going to talk about that. Also, we touched on the Tendernism business, which taught us a very valuable lesson within business, ownership, trademarks. So I'm going to let my brothers, you know, get on here and definitely give you a little tidbit on financial education. why it's important, you know what I'm saying, why it's needed, and different things of that aspect. So we wanted to definitely take a deep dive into it. So therefore, people can be a lot more smarter within their business dealings. So you don't end up like a Keefy D, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, you have to fight to get your Tendernism trademarks back and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Generational wealth, stuff you can actually leave to your children. You know what I mean? So we got good ones on deck tonight. But those, please, hey, you know what? I'm so off right now because I've been thrown off. We tried a new style. I totally forgot to thank my YouTubers out there. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you to the Facebook crew. You know what I'm saying? You guys keep the numbers driven up high. Just please continue to do what you do. Support. Please share this. Also, too, if you're on Facebook, I've been slipping. I have a lot on my mind this week, but I forgot to put the link in the description, but the link is in the comment section on Facebook. So if you want to come on as a guest, just make sure you use a phone. If you're using the phone, use your headphones. It works as a microphone. It picks up everything. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you're there and you're telling, hey, you little mother sucker, where's my cheese toast? Or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? We going to hear it in the show, you know, or if you're playing music or TVs or whatever, you know, it's going to come into the show. So please be in a nice quiet spot with no Wi-Fi, with your Wi-Fi popping, no noises in the background. Also, too, keep the profanity to a low, like little words here and there is cool, but we don't need nothing too vulgar. We don't know who's watching. We got a lot of people watching. Also, too, it's cool to agree to disagree. Just do it respectfully. No veiled threats. No talking about pulling up and this and that. And, you know, I'm a pow, pow, and all this other stuff. You're not gangster. You're over 50, 60. You know what I'm saying? You should be worried about the pins, whatever. You know, and if you're younger, then you just need to be worried about financial stability. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that, you know, you got a roof over your head and taking care of your 10, 5, 15 babies. Whatever your baby mamas, you don't need to be gangster. Gangster's not the new cool. Being smart, being a nerd, being a geek is the new cool. You know what I'm saying? Where are y'all laughing at me, man? You know I'm stupid.
Who's wearing the pants at 50, bro? What?
Right? Like this. You can't control your mouths at 50. Something wrong. But,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just talking out the side of my face.
If that's the case, man, Jesus take the wheel for sure.
Yeah, we ain't too far off. You know what I mean? Sir? We ain't too far off.
I'm just saying, man. One of the sad things is seeing like people over 50 still, you know, trying to gang bang, or even if you're in your 40s trying to gang bang and talk about streets and all this other stuff. Yo, streets is over for you. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Invest, you know, guide these youngsters. You know what I'm saying? If you've actually survived, if you were actually legitimately in them streets and you survived, or you made it through prison or jail, take that time to use your wisdom to reach back to the younger cats to help them avoid some of the pitfalls that you made. That's the new gangster. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot more folks need, you know, they need real big homies. They need words of wisdom, because navigating through this thing that we call life is tough. And if you get some, if you could definitely, if you can at least reach one, you're doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? So,
facts.
I agree, sir.
But all right, y'all, let's go ahead and run and show some love to some folks, and then we'll be right back.
It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some said even the king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered, but I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash and quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that? I'm not delivering quality beef. It's more of an art than science. Don't want to be too obvious. It's all about timing, and I'm always on time. Oh, it's Doug Holmes. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this week, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac, aged 4 years or 50 months. Who's keeping count?
That growth has nothing to do with genetics. Here's what black men need to do. You deserve a beard that commands respect, but the grooming products you're using might be holding you back. The truth is, Most beard products aren't formulated for melanated skin. They leave your beard dry, which often leads to patchy growth. Frustrated with beard products that left their own beards dry and patchy, two black men, Jason and Jarrett, took matters into their own hands. They created Respected Roots, a premium beard care line specifically formulated for the unique needs of men with melanated skin. Our King VIP deal gives you everything you need to finally tame your unruly beard. This powerful kit includes our hydrating co-wash, growth-boosting beard conditioner, and ultra-softening beard oil, all working together to transform your beard from the inside out. But don't just take our word for it. Over 100,000 black men across the country are experiencing the Respected Roots revolution.
Get my beard nice and lovely and sexy for the ladies, you know what I'm talking about?
Leave-in, loved it. It's really smooth, really nice. Loved it. Love the smell.
Claim the Respected Roots King VIP deal today and save 20% off for a limited time.
The Chosen Project is a visionary saga that blends African heritage, biblical allegory, and mythic fantasy into a story of exile, revelation, and destiny. Through Enoch's journey, the series explores the battle between seen and unseen forces, inviting readers into a spiritual odyssey, both timeless and urgently modern. Available on Amazon.com and Kindle Unlimited. Check out The Chosen Project by A.J. Moore.
This soul food spot is a hidden gem in San Bernardino. With $10, you get a full plate and they do not hold back. It's a family-ran spot and they make you feel right at home with the crispy fried chicken that's juicy, mac and cheese and collard greens that slap, and their crispy fried fish. When you pair it with the yams and the potato salad, it's game over. Top it with the dessert, all homemade. The food hits, the prices are beyond fair, and the hospitality is great. All at Melba's Soul Food Kitchen in San Bernardino.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
All right, so we are back. Also, too, shout out to AJ Moore. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just dropped Sovereign Frequency, which is a new book, and it's on Audible. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. If you want to just, while you're cruising, while you're driving, if you're at work, you're working out, whatever, you want to listen to it as opposed to reading, go to Audible, download Sovereign Frequency by AJ Moore. Check that out. Also, too, if you're a Kindle Unlimited member like me, check out his books. You know what I'm saying? And definitely support.
No doubt. You know what, Denisha asked me about that this morning too, and I could not think of the name of it. So I'm glad you just said it again. So
yeah, Sovereign Frequency.
We're gonna get that on the Audible. You know, we got some credits, so we're gonna get that in. Yeah. And I also wanted to say, man, even if you don't drink, man, go support Uncle Nearest, man. Our sister's having some financial troubles, man. You know what I mean? And we need to show a little bit more support. We talk about not having representation, and then sometimes when we get it, we don't cherish it like we do everything else. So, you know, go support the sister so we can get the Uncle Nearest brand back on track. That was my PSA for today.
Hey, man, dope. Hey, you know what? Real quick, before we jump into our topics, you know what I'm saying? I definitely want to give a shout out to all y'all. And you got some updated news. I just got my stats, got my reports today. And since I remember back in October, I told y'all I had like 30,000 units moved of my project, Eyes Behind Shades. Well, since now, as of yesterday, we are now over 60,000 units moved. Eyes Behind Shades.
That's dope.
60,000 units moved. The singles that are taking off are Love with a Lie, Cry for Jalen. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, Cry for Jalen has been getting spins. And, you know, for me, that was a personal dedication to my son. You know, I definitely appreciate and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the support. You know, the one thing I wanted to show and leave behind was my love for my son. and that was the best way that I could do it while creating that song. And you guys have been showing out and just making those numbers. I'm talking about 7,000 units, 10,000, 12,000 like each month. So, 60,000 units moved as an independent artist. Man, you guys are amazing, and I sincerely thank you. Make sure you go to kingthird.com, download the music. I'm on all streaming platforms. Go to Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, you know what I'm saying? But kingthird.com, where you can buy it directly. And I appreciate you.
Hey, that's super dope,
nice. Man. Congrats, bro.
Yeah,
that's huge. That is huge.
Yeah, 60,000 is a lot of units, man. You know what
yes, sir.
That's a lot of
now. Well, with that project, the Eyes Behind Shades, the Ready for the World project, and my single, the single Evaporate, that song that still is getting spins to this day, you know what I'm saying? It's over 100,000 units moved. And a new song that's been emerging as a favorite on TikTok now is my song 5006212. People are just finding the music and they're supporting it. And they're making content behind it, and those contents on Facebook and TikTok, those drive up the numbers. So, and it helps put a little bit of coins in my pocket for the Z-list celebrity, because I can only be great on Fridays, and you guys make me great every day. So I appreciate you.
Right, man. That's dope. That's dope, man. How many coins they give you? I need to hold some.
Just a few coins, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I can only be great on Friday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot of units, man. You know what I'm saying? Let your boy hold something. You know what I mean?
Nah, yes, sir.
That's dope, though. That's what's up.
All right, y'all. So what are we going to dive into tonight?
What topic you want to dive into first?
Yes, sir.
I think we should go with the police one. Like, I want to know more about that.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I only see like one part of it, but the other thing I want to know is the part I didn't see. What was she getting pulled over for? What was she getting a ticket for?
I mean, like, honestly, it really doesn't matter what she got pulled over for. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, she got a ticket. That's the end game, end result, whatever. And what transpired afterwards, that's in question. So we will go ahead. We will take a look, and we'll dive into that. And I know it's going to be mixed feelings behind this, but it is what it is. But go ahead and let's play the video, and then we will come back and we will assess it.
Stop, please stop, please stop. Wait, stop first. Stop, please. Wait, please stop. Stop.
All right, here's your copy of the citation. As far as the bills, you don't want to take it? No. Well, you can't take it because it's your citation.
I don't want it.
That's your citation. That's your citation. That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, don't do that. Step off my car. I'm not stepping out. Look.
Mom, chill out.
I'm not just yes. I'm not touching.
Mom, please chill out. Mom, please chill out. Mom,
don't touch me. I'm not stepping out of shit. Call your motherfucking supervisor. You're not the supervisor. Call your supervisor. A supervisor. I'm not stepping out of nothing.
Mom, chill out. Please chill out.
Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. I will step out when the supervisor. I'm not stepping out of nothing. Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me.
I'm not letting go.
You littered. You dropped the ticket, not me. No, you dropped the ticket, not me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me. You're touching me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly. You're holding me too tight, and you're being out of line. Y'all see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry. Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop. Why are you holding my arm like this?
Because I gave you the ticket.
Why? No, you did not. You dropped the ticket, not me. I told you I did not want it. You dropped it. You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get your hand off of me. You're holding me forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step out of the car.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Step out of the car.
No, what am I stepping out of the car
for? Is there
for?
anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said take the ticket.
No,
I
did not. You did that. You threw the ticket at me.
I gave it to you, so
you
you
threw
could
the
leave,
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it and threw it out.
Give me the ticket.
It's on your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
No,
give me the ticket.
We're past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step out of the car, littering.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're under arrest.
No, when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I'm not getting out of the car. I'm with my child, and I'm not doing that. Call your father right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not. I'll step out when another officer gets here. I'm not stepping out. I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong, and I don't trust you. You don't have to hold me like I'm not going anywhere. Where am I going to go? I'm not going to go. I'm not stepping out of the car. Call your colonel, and I will get out of the car. You're holding me. I'm not resisting arrest. What am I under arrest for? What am I under arrest for? I didn't litter. You did that. No, I did not. You did that. You did that. It's all on camera. So when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me. I'm not getting out of the... You have a supervisor, okay?
I am the
so when
supervisor
your
on
supervisor
duty.
gets here, then I will step out of the car. Call
supervisor.
someone else
I don't
to
have
come
anyone
here.
else.
There is someone else.
Not right now.
There is someone
You
else.
need to
Let me
step
call
out of the car.
911.
Stop.
Get your phone.
Wait, please, sir, stop. Stop, wait, stop. Mom, chill out, Mom. Wait, stop, sir. Please stop. Wait, stop, please stop. Wait, stop, sir. Stop, please. Wait, please, stop. No, stop, please, I'm scared, stop. Wait, stop, please. Wait, please, stop, sir. Wait, stop, please. Wait, please, stop. Wait, stop, please. Okay, wait, I can get out, please, it's okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot to let y'all know or give you a caution. You know, it may trigger, you know, some things, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. I ain't gonna be bashful or beat around the bush. You know what I'm saying? Like, my assessment, you know, my advice, brothers, sisters who are melanated just like me. The objective is to go and to get home. You know, sometimes it doesn't work. Trust me, we've seen the videos, we've seen it happen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what really else to say in that case right there. For first off, the officer was a punk beast, you know what I'm saying? Because again, his ego was bruised. You know, whatever it was, his ego was bruised. You gave her a ticket. You threw it at her, you tossed it, whatever, she threw it back. Okay, that's fine and dandy. All that was necessary for littering. Littering for real, like that was necessary. You open up her door against her will, you hold her. Mind you, she's a woman. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you definitely the officer, I think, was in the foul, his ego. Officers have bruised egos, they have sensitive egos. And they feel that they're above the law. And, you know, at the end of the day, your objective is to get home. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could have ended really ugly. It was unnecessary. It was excessive force. It was unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really understand the end game or end result on both parts. I can understand you being mad about the ticket. But, hey, if you just take the ticket, you can go fight that. Try to fight it. Because we already know the justice system is unequivocally unbalanced for us. You know what I'm saying? But you live to fight another day. It's a loaded thing. I got so much to say, but I'll let y'all take the wheel.
Go ahead, Rob. You wanted to see the video.
Hey, you're still not getting the full story on that.
Oh,
like, you know, it's like, once again, why was she pulled over? Why was she defined about the ticket? What was the conversations leading up to that? From my assessment, from what I see, it goes both ways. Maybe he brought his homework, and maybe she was in a prior situation where she wasn't having it because they're both argumentative. And what I do know, and I'm not saying it's right, but when you're already argumentative with the law officer, and you feel like you're right no matter what, and you're just arguing with the wall, there's kind of no point in arguing. You got your camera rolling, just take the ticket and fight the ticket. You know, you got your son over here pleading and everything else. Like, think about the situation, think about everyone's safety right there. I would have just took it and fought it. I have my thing recording right there and handled it different. But what that did do was, did he throw it out or no? He dropped it in their car, which I know California could do. Texas, different. Texas obviously is different. You can shoot someone on your lawn in Texas and get away with it. I don't know exactly the exact laws in Texas, but I saw it get dropped in the window. She threw it out, which gave him probable cause. And what is the term that they use? At least they can claim disorderly conduct. At least. But that gave him probable cause to be more of an asshole and do what he did, which is not, I'm not saying it's correct, but at the same time could have been avoided and been prevented.
That's fair.
That I'm not. I mean, me personally, I'm a different guy. If she already got on my nerves, I'm just like, here, I'll chop in the window. She tosses it out. I'll write another ticket for littering. Like, here's another one. I can get petty like that. I don't ever feel like I need to oppose my authority just like that and be aggressive like that, especially with her son right there, regardless how mad I can get or regardless how bad my day is. I'm just built different. I'll be like, all right, well, I'm gonna write you another one. And I'm gonna write you another one. Go fight in court or whatever. I don't need to get physical, and that's it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that she's in the wrong. I'm just saying it could have been avoided. Like that could have been avoided.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment. Of course.
You know, I call BS, man. It's not. Hey, man, let's cut it out. Who is the burden of responsibility for orderly conduct fall on? Falls on the officer, right? You throwing something at me is disorderly conduct.
He dropped it.
Dropped it, throwed it. It's all up to my interpretation, right?
I guess, yeah.
As an officer, you have the burden of proof. You could put it on their dashboard, right? You didn't have to drop it in the car. Right? You already have a copy of the ticket. You have her address. You have her name. You could still file that paperwork even if she didn't take the ticket. You could write refusal of ticket and went on about your day, right? And since when has littering become an arrestable offense? You know what I mean? Especially when you're standing right there. The car is not moving. It's not technically littering to me. How you know she wasn't going to pick it up when you went back to your car or something? Ain't no telling. But my thing is, as an officer of the law, all of the burden falls on you. Civilians don't have to, keep their emotions in check and you know what I mean, have the burden of being orderly in situations where you are in control up until a certain point, especially if it's just words. You know what I mean? He definitely took that overboard. It was highly unnecessary. As a male arresting a woman, she asked for a supervisor several times. And you're saying, well, I am the supervisor. Is that McDonald's shit? You know what I mean? Ain't no super. I'm the supervisor. Now, well, shit. Let me talk to Ronald then. You know what I mean? You should have got, if you felt like the situation was escalating as an officer, you probably should have called a female officer out to the scene. You know what I mean? We already know it's usually 2, 3, 4, 5 police officers around any given stop. You know, so he could have called a female officer to come and take care of that. If he did need to take her out, because if you take her out the car, you're gonna have to search her, right? So you may need a female officer. Maybe that would have calmed some of your excitement, but I think he was definitely in his feelings. And
100.
Any excuse would do. You know what I mean? When does a citation turn into an arrest? Is I don't think it's throwing a piece of paper out the window.
No, that just creates probable cause in Texas.
It's still, to me, not probable cause. Throwing a piece of paper out of a window is not probable cause for arrest. See, we playing a war of semantics now. You know what I mean? That's not probable cause is in the commission of a crime that may hurt or endanger someone else. Me throwing a piece of paper out the window is not endangering anyone, myself or anyone in the immediate vicinity.
So I mean, I get what you're saying. Okay, guys, I get what you're saying. And like to you, that's nothing. But I can tell you right now, whether you're in California or Texas, if even I throw a paper clip and it hits that officer, that's assault. If I throw it in his direction, that is assault.
So
that's probable cause.
Without her? That's probable cause.
No, he gave the ticket. He dropped it in the window. He did not throw it in her face. He put it right where her leg is.
Well, to be fair, Rob, he dropped the ticket on her. So again, if we're using the same analysis or the same rules or whatever, then hey, if you throw something in the same area of an officer, or if a paperclip hits the officer, that is assault, right? So even if that ticket dropped on her lap, he didn't hand it to her. He didn't put it on there. That's assault. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So here, let me explain to you guys a little more, okay? She was receiving a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
She refused to accept the ticket.
Right.
That's when he put it on her lap, like, here, there you go. You don't want to take it? There you go. She
assault.
She takes it and goes, wow.
It's assault. That ticket didn't touch him. She just
and then on top of that, she threw it out the window.
No. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is you create a probable cause. There's a lot that they can go on with that. And honestly, like, you don't know what the ticket was for. Don't know what the conversation was prior to that. And on top of that, like, he didn't have to force his will. Of course he did.
Okay. Hey, Rob, I don't mean to cut you out. All right, but let's look at it
obviously you are. Obviously you guys are. I'm going to disagree with you guys on this so much.
No, it sounds like white. I'm just being honest.
It sounds like trying to make everything a race issue. That right there isn't.
I didn't say nothing about. I never said anything about the lady race.
You did. You
it's not about race,
bro. Dude.
What do we say about race?
Wait. Again, like I was saying, you are entitled to feel how you want to feel. But never did we say, oh, well, look at this poor black woman, whatever. In the beginning, I said, look, we need to be smarter in how we move. We need to get home. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, whether she was white, whether she was Asian, whether she was Mexican, whether she was an alien, whatever, she did not deserve that excessive force. Now, again, what I said in the beginning was that his ego was bruised. Whether she was white, black, Asian, or whatever, his ego was bruised. It was unnecessary. Whether that was a white woman, whatever, it still did not need to happen. Now,
that is definitely. So at the end of,
I thought you didn't see color, Rob.
I don't, but I'm taking like what you say, like that, dude.
We never said anything about the lady's race. That never came up. That's all I'm saying. I didn't mention race. Third didn't mention her race. We were just talking about the entire incident. We didn't say, oh, because she's a black woman. We didn't say because he was the white officer. None of that came up.
Right.
I was talking in general.
Yeah, so because we're pressed for time, I got to flip it a little bit because it is all about accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mel, he was completely in the wrong, 100%. It don't matter what. I don't care if she ran a red light. I don't care if she spit gum out the window. I don't care whatever it was. If excessive speeding, whatever. He given her a ticket. She was supposed to go to court. You can either fight that ticket or X, Y, and Z. It did not need to go to that extreme. Now, where I flip it, and folks may not like me, ma'am, look, you got your son right here. The objective is to get home. You did not need to put him through that traumatic experience. Again, on her part, you got to bear some weight of the responsibility.
100% agree. Yeah,
you got to bear some weight of the responsibility. That was unnecessary. You took that little itty bitty ticket. We've all been given tickets before. You get your ticket, you go to court. You did not need to go to that extreme. Now, since Rob wants to bring it to the forefront, I am going to talk about race. And I'm going to say that, lady, you are a black woman. You already know what it is. You already know that this guy right here, he may have a fragile ego. You know what I'm saying? We've seen the incidences happen time and time again, even with people who have resisted arrest. There's been evidence of people who have getting pop in the back, resisting arrest. So all that shit about complying and all this other stuff, because we heard another black person say that it doesn't necessarily work when the police want to whip your ass, or if they're having a bad day, they're going to whip your ass. Now, again, we already know this guy has an ego, so it was unnecessary. You remain calm. You don't give him probable cause to beat your ass.
I hear you. I agree with part of that.
I know you're going to agree with part. Some people never gonna like it.
I feel bad for her son. You know what I'm saying?
I 100%.
I think he did an amazing job.
He was hella freaked out.
But I think he did an amazing job of not further escalating the situation. You know what I mean? Back in my younger days, we might have both got shot. You know what I mean? Just being truthful. You know what I mean? Get your hands off my goddamn mama. But no, I think he did an amazing job. As traumatic as it was, he still was in his right enough senses to try to de-escalate the situation, even more so than the officer, right? By asking questions like, "Well, can't she just pick it up?" Or we could just take whatever. You know what I mean?
Hey, real quick, guys. Two pick. I wanted to piggyback because you're 100% correct. That young man practiced restraint. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and I'm gonna be transparent. I, at one point, was that young man. I never seen it with my moms, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But I've seen police come and degrade a grown man and try to talk to him and treat him as if a child. I've seen it with my own eyes, and it's still ish that haunts me still to this day. So it still resonates with me to where I get nervous in my interactions and dealings with police because it left a bad taste from when I was a kid up until my adulthood, and especially when I became an adult and experienced my own police encounters, abuse at the hands of police, breaking my chain, degrading me, talking to me as if I'm a boy or if I'm less than a human. My own experiences, I've seen it. So for that young man to practice his restraint, you're 100% correct, and I agree with you on that.
Yeah, and then I just got a general question, a serious question. Where do these police officers get so much gray area from? Like in terms of the people, right? I understand they got a rough job. I understand that.
Right, and their objective is to get home too.
Yeah, situations may be tense. But why is the burden of innocence always passed down to them? Like they can't do any wrong. Like we're always, as a not me personally, but I'm just saying as a society, we're always justifying their actions without all the facts. Because I know we're asking what happened before. He could have been an entire asshole the entire stop, which may have made her react the way she did when the video started. There was a reason she turned that video on. You know what I'm saying? Truthfully speaking. You know what I mean? So if it wasn't at the initial stop, there was something that happened during that stop where she felt the need to turn her camera on. So that's just me objectively looking at it. But my general question is, cops don't have the same legal morality as someone such as maybe a judge, a lawyer, someone in that vein, because they don't study the law to that degree. You get what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense, but so why do we give them the same reverence in terms of their actions? We always got to find a reason why they behave the way they did, not the other way around.
And to humanize them a bit, cops have bad days too. They have good and bad days. And what I've learned in my years of life, that there are some good cops out there. I didn't experience really a good cop until literally I was like, 27, 28. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I mean, he literally wanted to protect me, to make sure that I got home safe, asked me, treated me like a human from what I've been treated from less than before. You know what I'm saying? And since then, I've encountered maybe 4 or 5, 6 good cops. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, and I have family that work in law enforcement too. Their objective is to get home. So we get it. You know what I'm saying? So like Quest was saying, I agree. We don't know what was happening before. He could have been a complete ash the whole time. You know, she could have been a complete ash, whatever. But whatever the case may be, you know, hey, littering. So you got her for littering, right? Cool. But that excessive force was unnecessary. And it was unnecessary all because he had an ego. And I've experienced it before to know that cops have sensitive egos. Literally, like I told you, my traumatic experience stemmed from a comment or a laugh or a joke about seeing cops at a donut shop. Literally just looked and laughed and followed down the street and they got harassed. They had to pull out a rule book to find something to give this person that was riding in the car with a citation at 7 years old.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just hate that we. But go ahead, Rob. You got it, Rob. Last word. Go ahead, Rob.
Nah, it's like I said, dude. We see that video obviously 2 different ways. I mean, I saw what was petty. What he did was petty, but was it against the law that he was doing? Probably not in Texas. But I mean, hey, I see both sides of it. But I also did hear him, like, even though he was like grabbing her, he was like, "What can I do to get you to comply? Can you please step out? Can you please do that?" Even though he was trying to say the right words, I don't think he definitely meant them that way. I think he was more a CYA. But like I said, I'm not gonna sit here and be like that guy. But I'm gonna say, on the ticket part, just like that, me actually serving people, I don't believe that was a throw, because I thrown stuff and I dropped stuff on people, and I just it's different. It's stupid. It's stupid, but it's different.
I'm gonna play advocate a bit, but here it is, because we know you, or at least I know you, and I know that's not your intent. But the one thing, and I'm glad that we have you here on this show, because you did bring up race. Now, again, you have a different experience with law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Again, you may see or view things different. The one thing that I will educate you as your quote unquote black friend, hopefully I'm not your token black friend, but I can definitely tell you that, you know, our experiences are definitely not something that should be neglected or be, you know, made to be, you know, non-essential, because again, it shit happens. You know, like I told you, I've had my own traumatic experiences with cops. I can't speak for Quez, but I can speak for tons and tons of people who do look like me that have different experiences, good and bad. So we can't negate the fact that
police.
Huh?
I said I've never encountered the police.
That's what I'm saying. I'm only speaking for myself. I have, and like I can only speak for my experiences and my experiences alone. They will talk ish to you. They will try to degrade you. I was in the car one time with my quote unquote then girlfriend. And what are you doing with this hooker? They'll try to say stuff to provoke you because they want a reaction out of you. So once you give them a reaction, like, oh, the minute you buck up, it gives them authority to quote unquote beat your ass or quote unquote unalive you in the name of self-defense. And that's why, again, we're talking about this whole political field about unqualified immunity, all this other stuff, blah, blah, blah. That's why it needs to end. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I got family who works in law enforcement. And I can tell you that their mantra is that, hey, they stick together. So whether they're right, wrong, or indifferent, they're going to stick together. If you go against the grain, then they're going to ostracize that person who goes against the grain. But there's a code. There's a code of sticking together. It's essentially like a gang mentality that they have.
Yeah, sounds like gang banging to me.
But the objective, again, for the good cops out there, the objective is to get home too, because we've heard so many stories of traffic stops that turn bad. You know what I'm saying? Kids that have their fathers or mothers not come home over a simple traffic stop or running a red light, running a this or whatever. So I get it. There is a flip side to it. Your objective is to get home too. But again, sometimes talking to the police, you got to check your ego. It's not that serious. That was a woman, sir. You can beat her. You can beat her tail 3 times.
Yeah. Well, for the police, you're equally as responsible for making sure you survive the encounter as well. Why escalate a situation that doesn't necessarily need to be escalated? That's my whole thing, and the burden falls on you as a justice of the peace. That's what you are as an officer.
Yeah,
to protect. That's your entire job.
And that's where it goes back to the whole point of like him opening the door, trying to pull her out because she threw the ticket out. Like I said, I would have handled it different. I would have just wrote her another ticket. Like, okay.
But see, again, Rob, then we need more people like you. But at the end of the day, he was embarrassed. And again, his ego got shattered and he reacted. And he reacted really just like a child. And again, again, she has to bear some burden of the responsibility. Ma'am, it didn't need to be that. Sometimes you just got to just remain calm. You know what I'm saying? You don't give them a reason. Therefore, you were doing fine putting it on camera. So it's especially if you weren't doing anything, if you didn't and he's still doing X, Y, and Z, remain calm. Because I guarantee you that there is a lawyer out there that would have sued that department for whatever it is that they had. You would have had a definite civil lawsuit.
No,
I promise you that.
She still has one.
True. We'll leave it at that. We got to jump to the next topic. We'll be back.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
Okay, we back at the Boss Up Brunch. I got the Queen with me. Event hasn't started yet. We get here a little early, but it's an amazing event so far. The atmosphere is.
There we go. We gonna get the event host in here.
Ooh, I like the camera.
She said she wasn't coming back no more last year, but hey.
You did it. You called me. He was the reason why I came back, y'all. I'm so happy to be here today with all the loving kings and queens. Today we are about to set it off, y'all. We about to learn about some lore, some business, all of it. You name it, big business, not the little one.
Hey,
like I said, this is a networking event where we get together with all kind of bosses, not just from Georgia, not just from Atlanta. We have Florida in the building. We have North Carolina, just different places, all over. And we have vendors
I'm here
with
Tiffany from Blissful Body Butters out here in Fayetteville, Georgia at the Boss Up Brunch with me.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Suited in. We're here with JS Liquid Buzz. You know what I'm saying? All right, people. So we here with the event owner. She got the spread out for the brunch. It's the Boss Up Brunch.
I'm Nikki Baker, owner of Highly Favored Event Center, also caterer and owner of Nikki Sweets and Things. A one-stop shop for all your event needs, your food, your treats, your decor, your hosting, anything to make you have that homely atmosphere to have a good time and share good memories.
Hi, I'm feeling absolutely wonderful and blessed. This is going to be a great event. So come on out. If you haven't already, step foot in the room. Don't be wondering what's going on in the room. Be in the room.
You better tell them. It's different in the room.
That advice. We are big boss here, not the little ones. We are big boss doing move, expanding. Come network with the rest of us. See you soon.
All right.
Come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some said even king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered, but I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash and quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that? I'm not delivering quality beef. It's more of an art than science. Don't want to be too obvious. It's all about timing. And I'm always on time. Oh, they sell Combs. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this week, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac, aged 4 years or 50 months. Who's keeping count?
I think Third is scared to end up in a documentary. That's why he keeps playing it down commercial.
That doc is gonna drop, bro.
Wait till the doc
drop. Where's Clyde at? Drop the doc.
They're already calling that a done deal between him and T.I. Like, it's bad. It's bad.
Hey, well, he's been rapping, and it's been mostly horrible. But
oh, dang.
You're the only one out here saying that, though.
I like his new song. His new song is fire. The dude, he's rapping like old 50. He dropping some bars.
No, that last one, yeah, the last one. But that one with him and Max B, horrible.
Even that one, that's stuck in my head. See, I think Max B is like the king of hooks. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally stuck in my head. Like, I keep hearing it, and then the sample, that NWA sample, man. But here's the thing. Here's where I'm gonna agree with Clyde real quick before we get into our next topic. 50 just might be the hero. I get what he's doing, man, because he did a post to Ja Rule talking about where's your diss track at, punk. You know what I'm saying? But what he's doing by antagonizing these folks, especially the New York rappers, he's getting them to rap again. Papoose has been dropping fire. Mano just dropped a song. You know, it's all about the talk of New York, especially hip hop. Because at one point they were saying that hip hop was just boring. He's making it exciting again. I give him that. I see what he's doing.
Track like this
Papoose was trash too. You know what I'm saying?
God.
That shit was garbage.
Yeah. Just stick to being Clarissa Shields' man, dog.
Yeah, Papoose, we didn't need that. But Mano, good job. Go ahead, Rob. I'm sorry.
So no, that topic, I'll leave it with you, man. I think that ain't going nowhere anymore with T.I., bro. I think that's a done deal. I think that's done.
Yeah,
I think right now he's hoping the doc doesn't come out, bro.
Drop the doc.
He's hoping the doc doesn't come out. Now he saw his kids be quiet. He's like, y'all don't need to be saying nothing. It's over with.
I think completely different. I think T.I. said what he needed to say. You know what I mean? As you know, gangster to gangsters, like, all right, man, I already swung on you enough. If you ain't gonna punch back, then I'm gonna leave it alone.
Right. Right.
But his kids, that's a different story. They still on 10.
Domani's dope. Domani's dope. Go support Domani in that new EP drop. But all right, y'all, get into it. Let's go ahead. You know, our next topic, moving right along. Ooh.
Hey,
DNA test for child support.
This picture is diabolical. You know what I'm saying? This picture is diabolical, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me go ahead and make it bigger for you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Man, I really put in work, man. Y'all be thinking I'll be working. I mean, you know, I don't know what y'all be thinking I'll be doing around here, you know?
No, you got it, sir. You got it. That is hilarious.
All right, y'all. So is DNA test required for child support? You know what I'm saying? Because, or do you think it should be? Because again, we've had that, it's the infamous thing of mama's baby, daddy's maybe. You know what I'm saying? There's been kids who have been, or fathers who have been paying money for children who are not there. We've seen Maury. You know what I'm saying? We've seen Maury. So, you know what I'm saying? Is it one of those things? And, well, again, we gave you like a little tease, a little strip tease last week. And here goes the clip. We're going to talk about, should a DNA test be required to pay child support?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
We're going to save that. Save your thoughts. That's for next week.
It should be required before you sign a birth certificate, bro.
You know, I don't know where Jess is because this is something that she wanted to talk about too. You know what I'm saying? But should a DNA test be required for child support? Go ahead and drop your 3 cents. Oh, I forgot to please engage. Drop your thoughts in the comments. If you want to come on, go ahead and click the link. But should it be required? Again, I put this on my Facebook feed, and the women came in the majority, majority of them, except for one, said yes.
Who's the one? Who's the one?
Yeah, who's the one?
You want to hear the comment? Hold up, let me go.
Read us the comment.
The statutory public, like.
I ain't gonna blast and dock her name, you know what I'm saying, but put it on the show. But
please don't.
Oh my God.
I don't need them problems, you know what I'm saying? But we had a person who said this wouldn't be a question if the men used birth control.
What the what?
But wait. Shout out to my homegirl Tina, Lady T, because she clapped back with the clap back. She said, look, actually, this wouldn't be a question if women knew who their baby daddies were. Where's the mic? Let me take Jess's mic so I can drop it real quick.
All right. It wouldn't be a question if you didn't let men not use birth control and, inseminate you consistently.
I think I stand by what I said last week. It should be the DNA test should be done before they can sign a birth certificate.
Absolutely.
And the reason behind that is not to sound malicious or anything, but there's a couple of cases of people I actually know in real life who signed a birth certificate that were not the father and still had to pay child support, even DNA proved.
In California.
Yes.
They don't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Honestly, the baby's DNA is already there when it comes out. They'd be like, all right, you want to sign it? Let's take your blood. There you go.
Yep.
It's
very simple process.
Yeah. And honestly, if it's all real innocent and God loving everything, there's nothing to worry about. You should be willing to do that. You should be like, yeah. There should be no backlash on it or nothing.
I totally agree. Especially if you want to receive support.
Yeah, I mean
the government makes you go through all these other requirements for everything else. They make you provide documentation and proof for everything else, except for that child support office.
Damn.
She said you the daddy. You gave us your information before you even get to contest it. You've already been served.
Yeah,
you the pepping.
It's that for real. It's really just like you don't even got to know that she mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She can just go fill out paperwork, and 3-4 weeks later, you getting served while you sitting at her house or some shit.
And that's the truth, man. That's the truth because they're already claiming you. You're the one who has to go prove yourself that you're not.
Yeah, you got to go fight.
You have to go do the blood test and everything else.
Uphill battle.
Yeah, just on her word alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it doesn't.
Absolutely mandatory. If you if you want to receive food stamps or financial aid from the county, they make you provide your proof of residency, proof of funds, proof that them kids is yours, your social security number, all of that, your picture bank statements, all that. If you got to do all that just to get some help getting some food, you should have to do all that to get some help paying for a child.
Agreed.
That's how I feel.
I agree.
Got to put the same requirements down, but the child support system, they know they can keep tacking on fees and interest and court fees and
so to flip it real quick and let me ask a question. So why do you think that it is that they don't require DNA tests now?
Because it's a money grab, you know what I'm saying? They don't make money just from you paying child support. They make money from you not paying it. They make money for charging interest on back payments, even though you didn't know that you was on child support. They make you paying lawyers and having court cases and filing fees and documents, having to be submitted. That's where the money come in.
All the levies they could put on.
Yeah,
everything.
That's why. You know what I mean?
Was it like? I think the process goes. From what I heard, is you can get your license, you can lose your license, you can get your garnished out of your bank, out of your check, put
All
a levy on that, all that stuff.
Your taxes, they'll take your taxes, and they take the garnish your bank, garnish your paycheck stubs, garnish your unemployment. They'll lock you up. You know what I'm saying? If taking away your license wasn't good enough, they'll lock you up, and you're still responsible for that same amount of support. Even if you don't have a job, you're still responsible for that monthly amount, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. And regardless, even if you're broke and you're not doing nothing, it don't matter. You're stuck with that, and it just piles up.
Yep, and they hit you with that interest, baby.
So let me ask you. So what do you think should happen to the women who lie and falsify the claim that
they should be arrested?
Ooh. Yeah, they should, because it's fraud, right?
Straight to jail. Fraud.
It's fraud.
Yep. Defrauding the government. Even you should go to a federal penitentiary where you got to do 85 to 90% of your sentence. You know what I'm saying? For defrauding the government. That's a federal offense.
To me, that's just as bad as accusing an innocent man of rape and him getting locked up for it and walking 20 years later. That's just as bad. You're messing with their livelihood, period.
After an hour in wardrobe and makeup, Queen Jess has entered into the building.
With no lumpia. You know what I'm saying?
That is false. I was not
lumpia.
no hour in wardrobe and makeup. I was being a mama and taking care of business.
In wardrobe and makeup. So Dwayne says, I agree. Something else that should be done. Men should be able to go back and file charges on women that lied to them about a child that's not theirs. Just like women are doing now with SA.
Agreed.
20 to 30 years ago.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
I think honestly that should be some major jail time, dude. Especially when a child is like an adult, 19, and you find out that's not your biological kid, and you are financially responsible for that and been held to that standard, basically being lied to. That's a lot of bad trauma to come with that too. That messes with your head. That messes with your head big time.
And she never gonna have to pay no restitution. She get away scot-free with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy work.
Jess, what are your thoughts? We're gonna have to wrap this up real quick to get to.
Yeah, we don't want to hear from Jess. She's a woman. So no, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Wow.
Well, go ahead, sis. What you got for us, man?
Jess, just to let you know, I said there should be a blood test like before they sign a birth certificate. That was my thing on it. And like I was saying, the reason behind it is not to sound malicious or anything, but in California, even if your DNA doesn't come back right, you sign that birth certificate, they hold you to it.
Yep.
So
financially, yeah.
So again, Jess, what are your thoughts?
Quez, what'd you say?
Pretty much the same thing. What is Quez? What you say is crazy. But yeah, I pretty much said the same thing, man. Yeah, you definitely, it should be a requirement. Just like when you go to get your food stamps and financial aid from the county, and they make you bring in all that paperwork and proof and all that kind of stuff. Make sure your kids in school. I think you should have that same stringent goddamn requirements when it comes to putting somebody on child support.
So do you guys believe this even if there's marriage involved?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Married people cheat all the time.
No, that is very true. Okay. That is very true. But
I mean,
I'm not one of them, but you know, they do. It happens.
I'm one of them. I own it. We're good.
Wow.
Third knows that. I'm open book. Third knows that. I'm open.
No, I know that you're an open book. Don't get me shot. Pow pow.
He knows. He knows
doing,
me.
Rob?
I'm not gonna be fake and be like, oh yeah, I'm good. No, okay.
Yeah, it must only happen.
I messed up. I messed up.
Black men don't cheat.
Yes.
So
Wait,
it must be a
because
white thing.
my fair brother down here, he's messed up before, and he's been making right, and he's been doing right. Again, it's not.
That's why you bought that car.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That makes sense.
No, it doesn't matter how many times you got knocked down. It just matters how many times you get back up and you keep trying.
I would have bought a new car too.
Wait. Hey man, wait. This definitely needs to have some flowers, because in the age and time that we're in, where people give up and just throw in the towel and you guys have been steady trying to work at it and work it out, and that is to be applauded. Because that is, I mean, again, marriage is not easy, no matter what, whether you cheat or not, or whatever. It's not easy, and certain people don't know how to necessarily cope. But you guys are figuring it out and making it work, and that needs to be applauded. As your homeboy who's known you for some years, I'm gonna tell you, keep on the straight and narrow. I'm never gonna applaud or sit up there and cheerlead you stepping out. I'm gonna tell you, I'm the friend that's gonna tell you to take your punk ass home and go back to your woman. Work it out.
Yeah.
That's what a girlfriend does.
I'm one of the few
friends. Like two more sessions. You know what I'm saying? The car got you about two more excuses. You know what I'm saying? You got about two more excuses with a brand new car. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just playing, man. But not because.
Oh my god! I ain't gonna lie. I'd be saying the same damn thing if I was him. Well, that's why he bought the car. Oh yeah, that makes sense. No wonder why she deserved it. All right, that makes sense.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was just joking. Hey, don't.
All right, go ahead, Jess. We digress. Go ahead.
Jess.
So my opinion on this is, I kind of don't agree if y'all are married. You know what I mean? Because it kind of puts the woman like she was cheating. You know what I mean? And I don't like that. I don't like it.
Do you not watch Maury?
But what if she was?
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. My thing is, I don't know. I just don't agree with that. That's
you don't like the idea of a woman cheating in marriage?
No.
Yeah, because women get lonely too.
Yeah.
Can I talk, please?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you. All I'm saying is, y'all married, right?
Well, you're not yet. So we are.
No, I'm saying just the scenario in general.
Okay.
A man and a woman are married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say they get divorced. Children look exactly like him. Okay? And you're going to say, oh, I want a DNA test before I have to pay child support?
No.
I kind of get where you're coming from.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like he spit the child out. You know what I mean?
But Jess, the question is, should they be mandatory before you sign a birth certificate?
I agree with that. If y'all ain't married,
before we get to the marriage, before we get to divorces, before we get to any of this, there should be DNA confirmation.
I think so, even if you're married too.
Wow.
Because just seriously. All right, so let's put it like this. So yes, because it's happened before. I know where you're from in your little town in Asia that you know maybe it may not happen. But so what happens is that even like let's say, hey, you're engaged. Let's just say, little Becky, Susie Q went to have a little rendezvous from the boo from the past, whatever, got some Tyrone Wayne, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then they married, whatever, and then the baby come out looking dark as hell. I'm just saying it's happened before, say even while they're married. So yeah, so I think even still at the birth, a DNA test should be required to prove paternity.
I think that once the birth certificate is out or whatever, the man should have the right to take his name off of the birth certificate as the father.
Wholeheartedly.
That's what I think. Instead of oh, y'all married, oh, you got to do it, like it just don't feel right as a woman. You know what I mean? Y'all don't understand. It just don't feel right as a woman. Oh, okay, we gonna prick your baby and make sure that it's his. Like after a woman has a baby, that don't make her feel good.
Because you're coming in it with an innocent mindset. I'm trying to tell you just like there's some men out there who are grimy. There's some women who are just as grimy.
And I believe that. But that's already putting a judgment on, this might not be your baby.
But they put judgments on your children already. That's why they give them all them shots when they come out. They're already judging that they may get tuberculosis. They may have smallpox. They may have, you know what I'm saying, all these other diseases. That's why they got to poke and prod them. While you already poking and prodding and taking all that, go ahead and put a little dab to the side to make sure that this shit all the way legit. It ain't doing nothing. It's not
about the baby. I'm talking about the woman.
Yeah,
like,
but you in your feelings. We talk about logic. We not talking about feelings.
Oh my
you know what I'm saying? And what's good for the masses is necessary.
And not just that, Jess. Like anything's possible.
Because then you can't run.
I hate to say it, but anything's possible. So
you can't run.
It very much so is.
Because it's a lot of dudes that now let me play the opposite side of this, because it's a lot of men who was there in that birth room, and when that baby came out, said that baby ain't mine. It never returned. You know what I'm saying?
That part too, because if it is theirs, it'll hold it to them.
DNA, hey, bro, you can't even argue this now. I know he don't look like you, and we seen a whole lot of dudes on Maury too. He ain't got my ears or my nose and all that dumb shit they be saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true. That's a good flip.
He ain't got a peg leg like my uncle from 1947. Like, bro, he was never gonna have that. But whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It locks everybody in.
It very much so. So with that being said, DNA for president. It should be a requirement. You know what I'm saying? Let's freaking go. We'll be right back.
It's come to my attention that everyone's calling me a troll. Some said even king of trolls. First of all, I'm flattered. But I'm done with all that. I would never do a deal with DoorDash and quite literally deliver beef when millions of people are watching. I mean, who would do something like that? I'm not delivering quality beef. It's more of an art than science. Don't want to be too obvious. It's all about timing. And I'm always on time. Oh, they sell Combs. What a coincidence. No matter what kind of beef you have going on this week, remember DoorDash delivers. And you know what goes great with beef? A bottle of this beautiful Branson cognac, aged 4 years or 50 months. Who's keeping count?
This soul food spot is a hidden gem in San Bernardino. With $10, you get a full plate and they do not hold back. It's a family-ran spot and they make you feel right at home with the crispy fried chicken that's juicy, mac and cheese and collard greens that slap, and their crispy fried fish. When you pair it with the yams and the potato salad, it's game over. Top it with the dessert, all homemade. The food hits, the prices are beyond fair, and the hospitality is great. All at Melba's Soul Food Kitchen in San Bernardino.
Uncle Nearest Premium Whiskey is a brand of Tennessee. Whiskey honoring Nathan, Nearest Green, the first known African-American master distiller. The Nearest Green Distillery, located in Shelbyville, Tennessee, is the world's first distillery named after an African-American. Green is credited with perfecting the Lincoln County process, a charcoal mellowing method that defines Tennessee whiskey's smoothness. Get your bottle today.
All right, y'all. We are back. Welcome back to Drop Your 3 Cent. Last segment, because I want my brothers and I want my lady over here to take a stab at this and to hip y'all on real quick within good 20 minutes or so. You know what I'm saying? About financial education, some key points, why it's important and why you should. Because last week we've seen the video of Tendernism getting the trademark back. We've seen that there was some shady business dealings behind the scenes. Paperwork wasn't done right. People weren't being compensated. So within that, there's a lesson to be learned about financial education and what you should do if you are a business owner or if you plan to start a business or just even in general, why it should be important. So fellas, ladies, why is financial education important?
Quest, you want to take the ball on this?
And remember 3 Cent.
You want to take the rock?
Yeah, I'll do a quick synopsis. You know what I'm saying? Because financial education is hugely responsible for generational wealth and building a legacy. Because what you don't know, people say what you don't know won't hurt you, but what you don't know really does hurt you. Financial education, as far as setting up businesses, setting up trust and insurance policies and business marketing, all this stuff you need education on, and the more you don't know, the more susceptible you are to becoming a victim and losing everything. Tax breaks, tax filing statuses, the difference between LLCs and S corps, and all of that stuff matters. You know what I mean? And how you operate and how do you pay yourself out of an LLC. All that stuff is highly, highly important if you plan on being successful as an entrepreneur or in the business field. That's my just quick synopsis. I'll leave it at that. Then we'll get into whatever we get into.
Yeah, to me, honestly, it's very important. Like I'm all about, like, they need to be teaching you how to write a check in elementary school, middle school, how to balance a checkbook, be smart with your money. A lot of stuff that I believe they leave out of the school program so they can put into college and make you pay to learn that kind of education. And it goes deeper in there. There's a big rabbit hole to that, because the more you become aware, the more the light bulb starts clicking, and you're like, oh, I could have did this. Oh, that's what this meant, or the terminology on this, that's what that meant.
Are checks obsolete now?
Absolutely not.
I write them all the time.
People try to give me checks all the time. I tell them I don't take them, but they try to give them to me.
Yeah, I write them all the time, because if some companies don't like their merchant account because of the percentage that comes out of that, they prefer a check. So we're constantly writing business checks.
Yeah, that's 3 to 5% add up over 40.
It does.
Transactions.
It does.
Real quick, Jess, how do you feel about ownership?
I feel like a lot of people should own stuff, you know what I mean? Because it's like generational wealth that could be passed down from family members, Of course, I personally want to own something that's lucrative so that I can pass it down to my kids. So
I hear you on that. Hey, Rob, so what are some of the things? What are the perks of being in business for yourself?
Being your own boss. It is what it is, man. You're working the hardest, you set your schedule. It's all about your business. It's all about what you put into it, what your effort is. If you're going to go like, not 9 to 5, but if you're going to do like 14, 12-hour days and you're trying to get to that mark, you're going to get to that mark. Yeah. You are. It's all about what you put into it. And at the same time, going back, regardless of what the business is, a lot of people are like, stop telling me you're successful, or stop telling me this. How did you do it? Like, how did you do it?
Uh-huh.
And these are talks that, I have a lot, and I'm sure Quest has a lot, has those conversations a lot. And at the end of the day, it's like, you got to ask yourself, if this is something you want to learn, is this something you want to be aware of, or what you can do, or what your options are? Because I honestly stand by it in this day and age. If you want to get ahead of the game, entrepreneurship is the way to go. I believe that's the way to go. It doesn't matter whether you're in California, you had a fire at Will State. You collect unemployment afterwards, but that's going to run out.
Right.
Make to set up your future and your family's future, whether it's a side gig or whether you're investing in a life insurance retirement plan or a Roth, stuff like that. That's like I said, that's a rabbit hole that's going to open up a bunch of other stuff that I want to get into right now. But
right, cool. So two pick real quick. Quez, What's the difference? What should you do actually? Would it be better to start an LLC or a trademark, or what's the difference? What's the better, or a sole proprietorship, right?
Well, I mean, it depends on what kind of business you intend on operating. So all that's subjective. You know, there's different filings for a reason. You know, that each one has a different tax break. It has a different financial responsibility. It has different requirements to operate under that status. So, you know, all of that is going to come down to the research of what you're trying to do and how it could benefit you. I just wanted to piggyback a little bit on what Method was saying. A lot of people think you get into entrepreneurship and you just get to chill and make your own schedule and do whatever the hell you want to, not realizing that at the end of the day, entrepreneurship is damn near a 24/7 job. It's damn near 24/7. There is no days off. There's no time off. Everything falls back on you until you get to the point where you can hire people to worry about these problems. But until that point comes, this is all you, big baby. You don't get to start a business and just, you know, chill. You know, it's easy to go to work because they tell you what you need to do every day and what you're responsible to get done. But as an entrepreneur, you have to figure all that out on the go. You have to do all of that. So
real quick, and just drop your 3 cents on this. What are some of the losses that people should be aware of that actually may come up, or what is the hardest business to actually start?
Well, according to statistics, restaurants or real estate, most people lose a lot of money in those two. Restaurants probably the number one failing business in America.
Yep. And I gotta go with Quaz on real estate. I'm a licensed loan officer. I know, dude. Yeah, they tell you real estate. It's about the journey, meaning it goes.
Means you ain't gonna make no damn money.
Yeah. So when you do make some money, you better put it away, boy, because there's more bad days than good.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Jess, what are some losses that you think that people should be aware of?
I didn't even get my 3 cents on financial education yet.
Okay, well, drop it, Jess. We're kind of on the go. Go ahead, drop the mic.
I feel financial education is important to, of course, educate yourself in if you are looking into getting your own business. Just like anything else that you're looking into getting to, like education or whatever other, you know, trade you're trying to get into, you should educate yourself on that trade. So you said, what was your
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So what are some losses that people should be aware of that you've experienced or that you've seen or that you think are important?
Ooh, man, don't jump the gun. I had some losses because I got so excited about creating cakes and stuff. I ordered every single thing that I thought that I wanted to do as far as like cake decorating or cookie decorating or whatever, you know what I mean? And I shouldn't have jumped the gun, and I wasted a lot of money.
Did you waste the money because you didn't do the work, or did you waste the money because it wasn't necessary?
I wasted the money because I thought that I would have more orders than I was. You know, I thought I was going to have more orders in the beginning, and I didn't. And so I wasted money on products like chocolates, let's say. You know what I mean? The chocolate, the chocolate melts only last so long, and then they get old. You know what I mean? So I had to toss a lot. Fondant, that's another thing. A lot of people don't like fondant. I thought fondant was cool.
I hate it
because it was fun to work with. But I found out a lot of people don't like to eat fondant. So,
and that goes back to what Jess was saying. Do your research.
You gotta do your research. Yes. And also expect to lose a lot.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said expect to lose a lot of money marketing. You're gonna lose it. Marketing doesn't show up the next day. You know what I'm saying? If you're spending money on marketing, it's gonna take a long time. to get you in the right algorithms, get you the right places. So be cautious on what you spend your marketing money on, though. Go ahead. Mute me real quick.
He's absolutely right with that. Marketing is something that you have to do, but be careful with it. Don't expect to see an ROI on it right away. Give that about, I would say if you're doing it consistently, give it about 6 months before you start seeing a return on investment on that. And then another thing, especially with Jess, like if you're going to do something, research it. Be very careful about it. Look into it and know where, try to calculate where you're going to lose money at. Going like with what she just said, you know, buying products and stuff that she felt like she was going to be able to move. It didn't move. Same thing with me was investing in software and knowing that we're expecting this many orders. We're just like, you know, let's just chill on that and let's actually move forward with it when we're forced to upgrade, you know, onto a certain program or anything like that. So just be very calculated with it and just be smart with it and be real with yourself.
Real quick, Dwayne says, never give anyone authority over funds in your signature. That's good advice.
Absolutely.
Also, too, he says, to make it easy, only do an LLC if you plan on having several employees. I've heard Quest say that too.
Yeah, no, he's absolutely right. Like for me, we own an LLC. And there's a difference between us having employees and us outsourcing to contractors. So I love outsourcing. Outsourcing is great.
Definitely. I think it's a lot of work. I think one of the things people need to really put inside their head that no matter if you own your business or you work a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? Like it is work. You have to put in the work. Also, to make sure it's something that you love to do. Therefore, it doesn't seem like work. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of people walk in with the fantasy of thinking like, boom, I'm going to start my business and I'm going to be successful right out the gate. No, it takes trial and error. You know, before it's going to take some bumps, bruises, and scrapes for you to actually get it right.
Yeah. And another thing is, even if, I mean, I hate to bust your guys' bubble. Even if you love doing it, work is work. Work is work. It still sucks. It's always going to suck until you don't have to do it and you're just living on it. And if you guys are motivated to get to that point and you're really that motivated, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. Because if you're motivated, you're going to find a way. You're going to put in the work. You got to stay motivated, you know. And like I said, man, like you got entrepreneurs all on this show right here, and you got successful ones on this show. And I know anyone here can actually reach out to Quest and be like, hey, man, to the question, how can I get or feedback or bounce back? My door is always open. I'm always willing to give everybody advice or help them out as well.
Absolutely.
So,
hey, you know what? We might start a master class, a Drop Your 3 Cent master class on financial education. That'll be something that we can do on a Saturday, especially with people coming up. One of the things too, I want another word of advice. You know, it's something that my grandfather gave me a long time ago. You know, and a lot of people put in this negative connotation about 9 to 5s or whatever, or work for somebody else. No, hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do in order to fund your dream. You know what I'm saying? Stack up, build, and save until you can actually start going into business for yourself. But there's nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna have to put in work. So if you work in 9 to 5, just know you're gonna have to work 10 times harder for your business after your 9 to 5. You know, it may require you. So if you're working from let's say from 7:30 to 4 or whatever like that, cool. You give yourself another hour to eat lunch, do whatever, family time. And if you have a business, then you got to take some time and dedicate that to your other business and keep working at it until you can give up your 9 to 5. But there's nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 to fund your dreams.
Yeah, absolutely. And never be too proud to work, period, regardless of what job you do, who you work for. You're doing what you got to do to financially take care of business.
That's it.
Don't ever feel bad about what you do.
And real quick, most people quit too early with their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get a small semblance of success, but until it becomes constant, you shouldn't be quitting your job until your business can provide 2 times what your job provides for you monthly. Don't just you have a good month and you done made what you made at work. Hey man, the hell with these people. I was tired of them anyway, and now you didn't quit, and then 3 months later, your business hits a snag. But yeah, like they were saying, your 9 to 5 should definitely be funding your dreams, and your 5 to 9 should be freeing you. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. You don't get to quit. And last but not least, be prepared for all the people who said it was a good idea and all the people who said you was great at something to not support you. It's okay.
That part.
Yes.
It's okay. Be prepared for it. A lot of people going to talk that ish. Oh, yeah, we got you. We're going to be right. They're not going to buy nothing. They're going to want all their stuff for free or on discount. It's okay. Those are not the people that you're targeting. It's over 7 billion people on this planet. Don't worry about the 50 that you've known since elementary school who not buying your product. You know what I mean? Get out there or your service or whatever it is that you're doing. Get out there and find new people. There's a bunch of people who don't know Lil Pookie or Lil Ray Ray from the neighborhood who used to tear up stuff. But all they know is the business version of you. Those are the people you need to be talking to.
And don't be salty about it too. Like when people you think are not going to support you, don't be salty about it. You take it with a smile.
Yeah, take it with a grain of salt and keep it pushing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
because when you're a millionaire, they're gonna be like, "See, I knew he was gonna do it." Like, you never bought nothing though.
What? Let me tell you guys something, dude. I felt like a millionaire yesterday, and this is no BS. Everybody knows when they buy a vehicle, main things you need to show is your ID, insurance, and proof of income. I didn't even have to show proof of income. Not a bank statement, not nothing, dude.
Yeah, I need you to co-sign some stuff for me too.
Yeah, must feel good to be clear. I only know 22% of that. But I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all. Hey, like I said, hard work. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, there's been plenty of times when I went to sleep and had to wake up and go to work, go perform in Hollywood, just to wake up at 7 o'clock to be at a job. You know, paying funding studio
I was there,
time.
bro. I seen it in you, dude. I was
funding
there, man.
Studio time. You know what I'm saying? Funding CDs, doing this. The grind don't stop. Bills don't pay themselves. Work, and eventually it's going to pay off. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nothing deter you. And this is proof. 60 units moved. This is worldwide. So this is more than my little 50 people that I know. You know what I'm saying? This is people that actually do support, that are right here, and people who actually love the product. And if you got a business, hey, the product is going to speak for itself. Let it speak for itself.
And reach out to us because we'll promote you if you got something worth promoting.
Yes, man. If you have a business, reach out to Drop Your 3 Cent. We'll promote you. We'll give you a feature. You know what I'm saying? We'll pump you up until you just reach barrels of success. Shout out to Kevin Mercer, who is a regular on this show. I seen him on Facebook. I seen he was starting a business. I reached out to him, said we'll promote. And I mean, he's been selling those $10 plates out the door. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we'll do.
Hey, but shout out to, I was gonna say don't call us with your OnlyFans though. We're not helping you.
Yeah, we don't do that. We don't do that. Oh, and your boy is close to a million views on Google as far as my reviews.
What's wrong, OnlyFans?
I'm on my way to being the Black Guy Fieri and the new Keith Lee. But anyway, all right.
Throw those links in my DM.
We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, we got to wrap it up. This has been a good one. Thank you for tuning in to the rebroadcasters. Make sure you hit the share. Make sure you stream it and just keep the numbers going up. We love and appreciate you. And we will see you on the next one. You know what I'm saying? Hey, follow your dreams, live your dreams, be your dreams. You know what I'm saying? That's all you have to do. And this word for the year is accomplish. Set out, accomplish whatever it is that you set out to do. And just remember that the DY3 crew, we love you and we support you. See you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.